Namaste. And thank you so much for your presence and your participation. I'm honored by your attendance and like to speak about serenity. And this serenity can be a difficult path to find. It's such a crazy world. And in order to find this path, it helps to have a very clear conscience without holding any grudges or regrets, by just behaving honorably and speaking truthfully and being your authentic self. In other words, following your heart and doing what you think is right, the best of your ability. And we try and slay those demons of lust, anger, greed, delusion, envy, shame, fear, and disgust, so that we're free enough to feel serene. These surface emotions will rock our mental state like waves on the ocean. But if we can deepen our awareness, it helps to absorb these feelings. And we start to see things with enough detachment that we can start to appreciate the deeper meaning and teachings that they offer, and see things from more of a witness perspective, to appreciate the aesthetic quality of life. And this tasting the essence, the beautiful essence of life is called rasas, these essences, these flavors. Just like there's different emotions, there's different rasas depicting all of those. Now we'll do some Brahmari pranayama. That's the bumblebee breath. And you can just think on the exhalation of humming with the sound of a buzzing bee collecting his nectar here in the summer sunshine. So we're sitting up tall and rolling the shoulders up and back to give a good posture and a long straight spine. Taking a deep inhale, fill your lungs. And with the lips gently closed and a hollow in the mouth, start to hum as you exhale like a bumblebee. When you finish your exhale, just take another breath in. And with that long, slow humming, exhale back out. Keep breathing with Brahmari breath. Some people will even hum on the inhale, but just hum on the exhale if that's easiest. Okay. We're going to begin our asana practice in child's pose, kneeling. So just come into child's pose, easing back with the hips folding forward over the thighs and resting the head, either forehead on the floor or making a fist with one hand, combination of hands. So the head is supported, not just dangling. Find a comfortable height. And as you exhale, pull the navel up and in to set the sitting bones deeper into the ground or towards the heels. Inhale to the back, the shoulders, the back of the neck, the kidneys inflating. And on your exhale, just melt down, surrendering. And inhale, lift up to table pose. Lift the sitting bones, lift the eyes. Come into sway back cow. And on your exhale, press down through the hands and knees. And lift up through the navel, curling the tailbone under and forming the angry cat back. Inhale to the sway back cow. And exhale to the angry cat back. Keep the fingers strong and clawing into the mat. Powerful hands to protect the wrists. And now we're going to take the right arm, sweep it out to the side, and thread it under the left, tucking the chin for twisting child pose. The right shoulder, right side of the head on the mat, and pressing the outer right arm down adds to the twist. Relaxing the tension on the inhale, feeling your alignment. And on the exhalation, exploring your limit in the stretch. Just a pulsing, a gentle breath. And on your inhale, lift the right shoulder up. Back to hands and knees. Inhale, sweep the left arm out. And thread the left arm under as you exhale. Tuck the chin. Bring the left shoulder, left side of the head down. As you breathe, inhale, serenity. And exhale any tension, cares, worries. Inhaling that peaceful tranquility. And exhale, just being in the moment. Being present to this current feeling that you have right now in your body. And seeing the beauty in that. The essence of life. And lift up and release, inhaling, left shoulder up. And bring the knees touching, circle the hips in some easy circles, small ones to begin. And gradually increasing the diameter of those circles as you're comfortable. And as you're ready, changing direction, circle the opposite way. And when you're back to the center, widen the knees. You can either stay on the mat facing the same direction, or to go wider with the knees, maybe have to turn to the side. Keeping the toes together is easier. Some deeper stretch may be found with the heels apart, but still early. Warming up the stretch, keeping body comfortable in the stretch by breathing deeply. Breathe into those areas that feel tightness. Over a series of breaths, you may wish to come deeper with the elbows down. But maintain a little tension in the inner thighs, a little lift through the pelvic floor. So there are muscles supporting the stretch. Full deep breaths, bringing you down. With control, with serenity. Gradually lifting back up, walk the hands back. And we'll lift up the knees, have a little runner stretch, walk the knees. And coming into pigeon, lift the right leg and swing the right knee forward behind the right wrist. Turning the ankle out to the left side, and then walking the left knee back. Roll the shoulders up and back. Use good muscular energy in the core of the pelvis to balance and align your body. And with deep exhalation, start to bow forward. Coming part way. Restoring balance, alignment, and inner core strength with the inhale. And deepening that forward bend on the exhale, just letting go of those cares, those grudges. Letting go of any regrets. Just offering everything up for the moment. And lifting out on the inhale, come up. Step the right foot back. Walk out the knees. And we'll come with the left knee forward to pigeon. And walk the right knee back, lower the hips. Then engage the pelvic floor, hug the legs towards the midline. Tone the lower belly, roll the shoulders up and back. Lengthen the neck and spine. And then start to move into a deeper stretch as you exhale, bend the elbows. Big inhales, filling the mind with serenity, peace, and tranquility. And exhaling away any cares or regrets, grudges. Inhale peace. Exhale forgiveness. Forgiving not only others but ourselves as well, so we can accept ourselves and accept things as they are, as being exactly as they were meant to be. Coming up on the inhalation, lift up and step left foot back to a little runner stretch. And then lift up the right leg and three-legged dog. And step the right foot through to low lunge. The left knee down. Lift the hands up to the right thigh. And take a moment to pause. Find that serenity, that inner peace. And use that to ground yourself with muscular energy. Push down through the legs. Sweep the arms up. Draw in through the pelvic floor. Lengthen the tailbone so you deepen your roots. Nice, long, serene breaths. And we're going to bring the left hand down, windmill the right hand up, come to a revolve twist. Press down through the left hand or the fingertips so you can widen the collarbones and lift up through the right fingertips to their max. And bring the right fingertips down. And bring the right arm to the inside of the right knee. Pivot on the left knee, so left foot turns behind you. Now there's a lever between the back of the right elbow and the inner right knee. And that leverage gives you the ability to really open wide in the chest. Stretch up through the left fingertips. Okay, now pull that right heel back and under yourself more. Draw the left hip down. Fabulous. Lower the left hand down. Now start to, first straighten the left knee again. Start to fold forward. You can lift up the right toes. Squeeze the kneecap. Soften on the inhalation, lengthen. And on the exhale, fold a little deeper. Inhale, serene breath. Exhale, calming the nervous system with slow exhalation. Parasympathetic response. And releasing the side. We can just step the right foot back to downward dog, runner stretch, and three-legged dog. Lift the left leg up. When you're ready, step the left foot through, low lunge, lowering the right knee. Press down through the back foot, either through the toenails or the tips of the toes, the toe pads, but push down through that back leg so you can climb the hands up to the left knee with total confidence. Relax. Inhale, serenity. Exhale, peace. Deepen the pose with muscular energy. Root down, then rise up with the arms. Nice, deep, fulfilling breath. Now we'll bring right hand down, windmill the left arm up, and turn towards that left side, twisting and breathing. Deep, calming breaths. Breathing is so important to a sense of serenity. Bring the left hand down, left arm now to the inside of the left knee. Pivot with the back foot, swing it behind you. Now there's leverage between the left knee and the left back of the left arm, so you can twist and open the right arm, lift it up. And draw the arm bone down into the shoulder and the shoulder blade down into the back. So you've integrated that opening. Now deepen the hips, pull back with the left heel. Lengthen the tailbone down and under. And deepen the breath. The deeper the breath, the more serene the mind. Lower, hands down. Begin to straighten that front knee. Straighten also the back knee, so it's facing forward. And then fold as you exhale. Relax that tension as you inhale. Again, find peace and serenity in the moment. On your exhale, deepen the stretch without losing the serenity. And step the left foot behind. And we'll just come right down to the stomach. Prone position for crocodile pose. Widen the feet, turn the toes out, and then stack the forearms in front of you so you have a rest for your forehead on the back of the arms. Now the elbows are not too far in front of you, so you collapse into your chest, but the elbows are supporting you enough that you can breathe fully in the lungs and chest. And really turn your attention inwards, pratyahara, the refocusing from the external world to the internal landscape, to really fully be present with your awareness in every nook and cranny of your body. And breathe as though your whole body breathes. Now coming to Sphinx pose. So bringing the forearms so they're parallel and the legs so they're parallel. Press down through the tops of the feet, squeeze the kneecaps, push down through the hips and pubic bone, and pull back through the elbows so your chest can extend forward. Lengthen the neck through the throat, through the back of the neck, and squeeze the buttocks gently, using lower back muscles to support and strengthen them. Hold another deep breath, and then release, lower the chest down, and bring the hands back under the shoulders, or even a little bit more towards the ribs, so that you can come into a cobra pose. Again, press the tops of the feet down, squeeze the kneecaps, press the hips, the pubic bone down, roll the shoulders up, and draw the elbows back and in to the sides. Okay, so a little Bhujangasana. Maybe you're cobra's serpent, kind of slithering from side to side, or rolling to one hip and then to the other, using the floor like a foam roller to get a little massage on those quadriceps. And lower the chest down and extend the right arm forward. Roll onto the right hip and bend the left knee. Bind that left foot with the left hand. And then you can roll back down flat onto your stomach and start to lift up the right arm, kick back through the left heel. And you have half bow. And lower it down. And switch sides, the left arm forward, bend the right knee, and hold the right ankle with the right hand. And start to lift up the left arm, lift up the right knee. Take deep breaths. Even in the face of extreme challenge, keep that sense of serenity in the face and the eyes. And lower the left side down, right foot to the floor. And now open the right arm towards the right side of the mat, either 90 degrees or bend at the elbow. And then start to again roll onto the right hip and feel a stretch through the inner right shoulder. Another variation is to bend the left knee and bind with that half bow again, this time on your side. Another serene breath. Release on that side. Bring the left arm out, either straight 90 degrees or a little bend in the elbow. And start to roll towards that left hip. I stagger the legs if I'm going into the bow, half bow. Bind the right hand to the right ankle. Relax the face, the eyes, soften the jaw. And releasing that side as well. We'll come into the full bow pose. Now bend both knees, hold the ankles, and lift up the chest and lift up the knees. So even in a strenuous pose, you can still breathe with serenity. And just for fun, roll over to your right side. And sense how that feels, being on your side in bow. And then back to the center. And continue rolling over to your left side, still in that bow position. And roll back onto your stomach. Once more, lift up the knees, lift up the chest. And then release everything down. Relax. And extend the arms forward, the legs together in full prostration, pranam. Offer it all up. Letting go of any regrets, cares, worries. Just surrendering them. Letting that be your offering so that you can rest with clear conscience and a serene, happy mind. After pranam, you get to just spin over onto your back. And lay flat on your back. Not Shavasana yet. Lift the right leg and hug the right knee into the chest. Don't worry, you'll get a long Shavasana. Expand on the inhalation, lengthen through that left leg, and on the exhale, draw the right knee a little closer, the navel a little tighter, shoulders flat. Pulse with the breath. And then extend the right leg straight, holding the back of the right thigh, squeezing the kneecap, flexing the foot, spreading the toes. So very active in the feet, leg, and even that bottom leg, the left leg, stays active. The inner thigh rolls down. As you exhale, press through the sole of the foot. Try and straighten the knee. On the inhale, you can relax that and draw the knee closer. And bend the right knee so the right foot comes back down, and open the right knee to the side like tree pose. And start to turn, lift the right knee up, turn to the left, roll up onto the left hip and twist to the left side, extending the right arm so you can open the right shoulder more. And breathe into that twist. Softening on the inhale, sensing what you're feeling in this moment. And then exhaling, just luxuriate and stretch to your capacity. Now switching sides. Extend the right leg flat. Lift the left knee and hug the left knee into the chest. Keeping the right leg active, pressing down through the back of the right knee and thigh. And then just gently pulsing with the breath. The left knee hugging tight on the exhale. Extend the left leg, hold the back of the thigh. And soften as you inhale. Realign, and exhale, press into the hands, extend through the foot. And just stretch to your capacity. And bend the left knee so the left foot touches down. And open the left knee sideways, sole of the left foot against the inner right thigh, pressing the foot against the inner thigh. So there's muscular energy of hugging legs to the midline. And also a deep awareness of what you're feeling in the body. So sensitivity combined with inner strength. And roll up and on to the right hip so that you can cross that left knee over to the right side of the mat. Extend the left arm and have that nice luxurious stretch through the left shoulder, the left hip. Lengthen as you inhale and twist as you exhale. Inhale, more peace, serenity, and self-acceptance. And exhale, let go of any judgmental feelings of criticism or regret. Release back to your spine. All right, so happy baby pose, a big favorite of ours. Hug the knees into the chest and then separate the knees. Start to lift the feet, keeping the knees towards the armpits or even pulling them towards the armpits with the hands on the shins, ankles, or holding the feet so that you can draw the shoulders down, the lower back towards the floor. And breathe more tranquility into the hips, pelvis, lower back. And then wherever you're holding behind the, around the ankles or shins, try and straighten the knees, widen the legs out to a wide angle, a V shape. If you can, you would hold the big toe or the edges of the feet and lengthen the lower back down to the ground. Okay. Now take the feet, lift the hips up, take the feet over the head into a wide leg plow. And I'm trying to manage this without kicking over a water bottle. And bend the knees, you're still knees wide. Bring the arms inside, the elbows inside the knees, so you can wrap your arms around the shins, hold the outer edges of the feet, and then roll the back down again towards the mat. And now the backs of the elbows are pressing the knees down towards the mat. Okay, so you have a reclining tortoise sort of pose. Different options. Some are binding, some are more extreme. So we'll just take what we get, whatever is available, and be grateful. Lower it down to thread the needle pose. So both feet on the floor to start, the knees lifted, and then cross the right ankle over the left knee. With the right hand, push the right knee out to the side. Relax on the inhale and stretch on the exhale. For a deeper stretch, thread the right arm between the legs, hold the back of the left thigh, and draw the left knee towards your chest. Exhaling, crunch in, pull navel to backbone. Inhale, lengthen the arms, fill your lungs. More peace and serenity. Exhaling any cares or regrets, grudges or worries. Now switch sides. Put the right foot down, cross the left ankle over the right knee, and the left hand press the left knee out to the side. For a deeper hip opener, thread the needle with the left arm going between the legs and holding the back of the right thigh with the hands. Draw the right knee gently in towards your chest. And then lengthen the arms on the inhale. And tighten the navel as you exhale. And hug the knee a little closer. Breathing nice, full breaths. Taking the time to enjoy the full capacity of your lungs with each inhale, filling them to capacity. And each exhale, emptying every drop of air. And releasing the feet back down to the mat. Just come around to your side and lift up to standing. So, take a standing position. Inhale, sweep up, Tadasana. Relax the shoulders. Tone the navel. Squeeze the buttocks. Lengthen the legs. So when you inhale, the legs are lengthening as much as the arms are reaching. And as you exhale, you can integrate the arms into the shoulders into the back, the legs into the hips. Connect into your core, into this focal point of muscular energy in the core of the pelvis as you exhale. And then re-extend, grow, and shine brightly as you inhale. Radiate that serenity, that peace, acceptance. And now fold forward, bend the knees, slide the hands down to a relaxed forward bend, holding the ankles or fingertips on the floor. Inhale, come up halfway and roll the shoulders back. On your exhale, pull the navel to the spine and go deeper down with the crown of the head. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale, fold again over straight legs. Activate the knees. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale, fold one last time. Soften the knees, lift the arms. Reach up high and touch the palms. And exhale, rest the hands back to your side. Take a moment just to check in how you're feeling. Then please take a wide stance facing the side edge of your mat. The outer edges of the feet parallel to the ends of the mat, so the feet are not splaying out to the side. So you keep the feet parallel, roll, spiraling the inner thighs back, widening, lifting the sitting bones, arch the lower back, come forward halfway. Inhale, lift up through the back of the neck, lift up through the shoulders, and on the exhale, bring the hands down, resting the hands on the floor or fingertips on the floor under your shoulders. Then alternate, bend one knee, and then the opposite knee, gliding from side to side with your hips. And straighten both knees, activate the knees, squeeze the kneecaps, lift them up, and fold straight forward, crown of the head towards the mat. Inhale, soften the knees, lift the back of the neck, and on your exhale, hug kneecaps, squeezing them tight. Now, this is fun. Turn the right toes out, walk the hands to the right, and spin up on the ball of the back foot. Now we're balancing on the left hand or fingertips and lifting the right shoulder up, the right elbow up, and then the right hand, twisting open to the right. So revolved lunge, twist. Bring the right hand down and start to straighten the right knee into a pyramid stretch. And lower the back heel. You may have to walk the back foot in a tad. Lower the back heel. Keep the left fingertips down. And now start to twist to the right with a straight leg. So this is revolved triangle. And lower the right hand down and switch sides. Turn the right toes in, walk the hands to the left, spin the left toes out. Good. And balancing on the ball of the right foot, twist and open the left arm. Breathe here. And lower the left hand down. Begin to straighten that left knee. You can reposition the back foot, bring it to where you feel comfortable in your pyramid stretch. Inhale, softening the knee, aligning the hips and shoulders. And on your exhale, squeezing the kneecap, lifting the navel. Hugging the muscles to the bone as you exhale. And now keeping the right hand down, sweep the left arm up, lift the elbow, lift the hand, turn and gaze to the left hand for your revolved triangle. And lower the left hand down and walk the hands back to the center. Squaring the feet and folding one more time, head straight down towards the mat. Now you can come down to the mat in seated position. With the legs in front, staff pose, Dandasana. Flex the ankle, spread the toes, hug the legs to the midline, and activate the kneecaps. So the legs are pushing down into the earth so the spine can lift up. Inhale, sense the alignment and balance of head, neck, and trunk right over the sitting bones without falling behind or collapsing into the chest. So inner body bright. And sweep up. Inhale, lift the rib cage. Exhale, pull the navel in, folding over the hips and forward bend. Inhale, relax up part way. Lift the back of the neck so it isn't being pinched. And then exhale, tuck in the tummy so you can go deeper forward with the crown of the head. Think about going forward with the crown of the head instead of worrying about coming down to the legs. Inhale, serenity through acceptance. Whatever your body has to offer is enough. Deep breathing helps to erase any tension, any self-consciousness. Inhale, lifting the back all the way up. And just leaving time for good Shavasana. How about we lay back on our back. And do a little inversion. So we have inverted action pose where we're going to lift the hips and catch the hips with the hands, arch the lower back, and bend the knees. So all the weight of the hips and legs is here in my hands, supported by the elbows on the floor. There's no weight in the back of the neck or the head. Keeping that arch in the lower back, I can do fun things like twist the hips to the side. Or split the legs. And perhaps even find that extended foot. All right, I'll try the other side. Maybe that'll work. But don't stress out. Just try whatever inversion is sensible. And when you're ready to release that, so hips back to the ground and legs out straight, and a nice long symmetrical stretch of arms overhead, legs together. And as you're ready, come into Shavasana with the arms by your side, the palms face up, and the feet mat distance apart. And the head, neck, and spine are straight, arms and legs comfortable, at ease, and just letting your body rest, rejuvenate. And be perfectly content and happy in this moment. Radically accepting exactly how you're feeling at this point in time. withdrawing the senses from the external world to focus on the inner landscape. In the Bhagavad Gita, it said, "The one who completely withdraws the senses from their objects, as a tortoise withdraws its limbs into its shell, his wisdom stands firm." So like a turtle drawing its head and limbs into its home, you withdraw from the objects of your senses and from the entangled places of your mind. Now the breath and the mind are best friends. The scriptures describe the breath as the queen bee, while the forces of the body, senses, and mind are portrayed as the breath's worker bees. Wherever the queen bee sits, the workers gather around her. When she flies, they fly with her. Thus, wherever your breath is, that's where your mind will be, and vice versa. Awareness of your breath creates awareness of the flow of vitality within you. And with the aid of the breath, the mind can visit all the nooks and crannies of your being. And when the breath and the mind are united in this way, all the other forces of the body become active, full of joy and delight. Breath awareness is this source of serenity. So we'll focus on each of the major chakras of the body and breathe into those, beginning with the Ajna chakra between the eyebrows. Breathe to that third eye point inside the forehead. Inhaling the serenity, peace, and tranquility you desire. And exhaling away any cares, regrets, grudges. Next, focus on the throat chakra at the hollow of the throat. Breathe with serenity into the throat chakra. And now please move your awareness to the heart chakra, Anahata. In the heart, breathe serenity, peace, forgiveness, acceptance. Good. And next, moving down to the navel center, breathing serenity and peace into the navel center, letting it relax, unravel any knots, loosening, softening, letting go of any grudges. And moving down to the lower abdomen, breathe serenity here. And then moving your awareness to focus on the root chakra, the base of the spine. Breathe here with serenity, peace, forgiveness, and acceptance. Bring awareness all the way back through each chakra. Muladhara, Suddha, Manipura, Anahata, Suddha, and Ajna chakra at the third eye, and then continue right up to the crown of the head, Sahasrara chakra. The transcendent connection with the divine. That there's no difference between the manifest and the divine. The divine is in and permeates the manifest world, so that's non-duality of spirit and matter, which is why when Shiva is dancing his Ananda Tandava, this whirling dance of bliss within the encircling ring of flames, his face, his eyes are serene and tranquil because he has this sense of non-duality, realizing the impermanence of the manifest world and the eternal spiritual world are coexistent. So his eyes and face have this serene calmness about them, even though he's whirling around in this ecstatic dance. His dreadlocks are flying all directions. He's balanced on one foot, his arms akimbo, but his face is just perfectly content and serene. Now, letting this serenity spread through every muscle and every bone in your body. Breathe as though your whole body was full of this serene happiness and joy, glowing, ecstatic. And start to deepen your breath and gradually awaken the muscles again in your body, starting to stretch them, move, and animate them. Turn over to your right side if you're ready, into a fetal position. Continue enjoying this serene happiness as you sit up into comfortable cross-legged position, Sukhasana. And thank you once again for your presence. Thank you for your practice. I bow to the serenity within you. Namaste.